Hey y'all, welcome into the Fishing with Aiden YouTube channel, and today's video is going to be a rod and reel arsenal for 2025 fishing season. And if you have watched some of my other videos, you probably have seen these rods sitting beside me. So I'm going to go ahead and take y'all through them. Alright, so first we're going to go over some spinning rods and reels since I only have a few of those. And so first we'll go over some loose reels. So this is a Abu Garcia Dude. Y'all can see right there. There it is right there. Alright, so now the next loose spinning reel we have is this Shakespeare Micro Blue. I used to have the combo, but the rod ended up breaking. This was a pretty good reel. As y'all can see, it's tiny. And then I just have one of the little reel grips on it. It just slides right over the original handle. Gives it a little bit more grip for river fishing and stuff like that. Alright, so now for the first combo I'm going to be showing. This is a rod I've had for probably 8 years. And so it's a laser strike. As y'all can see right there, it's a 5.6 medium moderate. And then I have it paired up with this 4000 series Soggy Lang. I actually got this for free on Temu. I got 2 of them for free with the whole bundle I did. The whole video, it's like 2 years back. I'm pretty sure I got all this. And this reel does work pretty good. Like I said, I got 2 of them. I got a 5000 and a 4000 series. So I do like using this smaller one. And I got some braided line, which this is actually some Temu line too that I got. It's just some colored braided line. It goes from pink, as y'all can see, to some yellow, to purple, to green. So that's pretty much it for this setup right here. Alright, so for now, my second setup, I got one of these rod sleeves on it, which is actually an Old Town rod sleeve. I'm pretty sure it says right there, as y'all can see. So for the reel, it's this Lew's Laser Pro, as y'all can see, which this has been a great reel. I've used this for probably 3 years now. And then here is the Abu Garcia Dude rod, which this rod has been nothing but amazing. I've caught quite a bit of fish on this, which is kind of my finesse setup for bass and everything like that, because this is a heavier rod. It's a 6 foot medium, so it's kind of good in between for either if you want to fish for panfish or bass. And even I've caught some decent sized catfish on this rod. Probably one of my favorite spinning setups that I have. Alright, so now this next setup I'm pretty excited for. It's a Ozark Trail, and it says it's a Wayfarer. And this is a 5.6. So this thing was 10 bucks at Walmart. And I've seen a lot of people use this, like other fishing YouTubers and stuff, and they say it's great for the price. And so this is a medium light, and so I'm gonna be using this for river fishing this year. As y'all can see, I still got the whole tag on it and everything. So I have not used this yet, but I am looking forward to using this. I don't have too many spinning rods. I got one more after this. I definitely wanted something kind of like medium light since my Shakespeare rod broke, and that was like an ultra light. There's one last look at it, y'all. It's a pretty nice looking rod and reel. As y'all saw, I had that Old Town rod sock, and so I got this new one right here, fitting rod sock. And so the difference between the casting, which I actually have one right here, these get bigger because if you know about spinning reels, the eyelets down here get big, so you need a wider one to not break the eyelet off. Alright, so we got the rod sock opened up right here, and that fits great on my 5.6 Ozark Trail rod, as y'all can see. And so I know a lot of people don't like using these, but for me, I like using them just so the rods don't get scratched, so the eyelets don't end up like getting cracks, tearing, even like the little pieces in the eyelets don't mess up. And this pretty much just keeps it protected. So I definitely do like using these. Alright, so now one of my probably favorite rod and reels. This is a Lew's Valor BG. And so this is a big one, as y'all can tell. This thing's massive. And so it has this line on it, which it came on it. It's probably like 20 pounds. And so this right here, I've used this for catfishing, which is what I mostly use it for. And then when I'm at the beach, I use it for saltwater fishing. It's just a great rod and reel. Right now I got a Carolina rig on it, and it's a 2-piece, so I fold it over like this just so it's easy to carry around and stuff. So now the specs on here, it's a 7 foot medium heavy. So that's pretty much perfect for the kind of catfishing I do, or even like the saltwater fishing like I was telling y'all about. And also the price on this was pretty good. I got it for 30 bucks on sale at a Walmart near the beach. As y'all can see, that's pretty much a slick combo. I really love that one. Alright, so now that's it for the spinning rods and reels. So now let's move on to my bait casters. Alright, so now here are all my bait casters. And so as y'all can see, I have rod socks on every single one of them except this one right here. This is one of my newer bait casting rods I got, and I actually have one more of these right here. Go ahead and slip this one on here, and then this rod will be protected. And so let's go ahead and go through these rods and reels, y'all. All right, y'all, so I thought might as well start off with my favorite bait casting rod and reel combo that I own. So right here, as y'all can see, but y'all probably know what this is just from the handles if you know about fishing reels. So let's go ahead and, there we go right there. So this is Lew's Pro TI. This is like the first edition of it, which is probably my favorite. And you can see the carbon fiber handle. This is my definitely most expensive reel and favorite reel for sure. So this reel is 7.5 to 1. I got it paired up with some 17-pound fluorocarbon, which I'll either use 15 or 17 for fluorocarbon. I got this paired up, which I think this is the best looking combos I own too, as y'all can see. And so this is the Mojo Yak rod, as y'all can see, by St. Croix. This rod's a 7-foot, medium heavy, fast action. And so that's pretty much a good all-around rod. It's not too heavy, it's not too light. This is perfect for any crankbaits, any moving baits pretty much. This is pretty much the perfect combo. I'll take this thing anywhere pretty much. It's a really slick looking combo. Alright, so now let's move on to the next one. Alright, so now next one, which none of these other reels and rods can really compare to the Pro TI, but I still do love using these other ones. This reel right here is a LSI Classic. 6:4 to 1 gear ratio. I got paired up with probably some 15-pound fluorocarbon. And this rod, which I think it pairs really well with the gold accents, as y'all can see. This is a Guggen Squad go-to rod. And this is just a really slick looking rod. And then on the back right here, which I might not be able to show y'all, but it has gold Guggen Squad logo right there, as y'all can see. So this is a medium heavy fast action. So just like the St. Croix Mojo rod, pretty much a good all-around rod. But this combo is probably, honestly, my second favorite, just for the looks of it, as y'all can see. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. Alright, so now the next rod we got right here, as y'all can see, which I do like pairing my combos up by color, as y'all can probably tell. And so we got this LSI Xfinity, and this one is a 7.5 to 1 gear ratio. Paired up on here, we got our Guggen Squad go-to green series. That last one was the gold series. And so the cool thing about this one is it has the tape measure on it, so you never have to carry a tape measure with you. And this one right here, we got some 17-pound fluorocarbon on it. And this reel right here, not this exact one, because I've gone through a couple of these because the gear's stripping them and stuff. So that is one bad thing about these Xfinities, which I do not think they sell these anymore anywhere. This was kind of a lower tier of the Mach 1s by LSI. This is pretty much what I learned on, so this is pretty much a good beginner reel. And I still love using it to this day. So now let's move on to the next one. Alright, so now this next rod and reel, this is pretty much my topwater and swim bait combo. I mostly use it for topwater because this is one of the strongest rods I got. This is one of the longest rods I got. It's the 7.5. Here it is right here, y'all. This pretty much gets you through anything. It's an Abu Garcia reel. I'm not sure exactly what reel it is. It's a 5.4 to 1, so it's a little bit of a slower one. I kind of would like a faster gear ratio for topwater, but this is what I like using. As y'all can see, we got some 65-pound braid on there. The rod is a Guggen Squad muscle rod, and this is a 7.5 heavy extra fast. So like I was saying, this is one of the strongest rods I got, and this is another green series, so it has the tape measures y'all can see right there. This combo right here, this is probably one of my favorites for topwater fishing. Pretty slick combo. Alright, so let's move on to the next one, y'all. Alright, so now this rod and reel right here, this is the LSI Xfinity. It's just one of the Walmart ones, which this thing is great. I love using this one for pretty much any kind of soft plastics. Already got it rigged up like that. And then it has the LSI and wind grips on it. So that right there gives you a good grip on it. It was a 7.5 to 1. This is pretty much a slick looking combo. It's orange all the way down. It's a 610 medium heavy fast action. So that's pretty much good for anything. I got it rigged up. I just throw an EWG on there, preferably 4 or 3/0. That's pretty much all I use. And I'll throw a soft plastic, either Lizard or Senko on there. And that'll pretty much get the job done at any pond. And this is probably 15-pound fluorocarbon on here. So now let's move on to the next one, y'all. Alright, so the last few reels we have seen are all LSI, which I love LSI. Can't go wrong with LSI. That definitely is one of my favorite brands. And now this next one right here, this is a favorite absolute rod. And it's a 6.6 medium fast action. And then we got the Daiwa Fuego on here, as y'all can see. And y'all can tell I paired it up again with the red and the red. Which this right here, not this exact reel because I had a Shimano on it, but I lost this rod and reel in a pond. I don't know what took it. I was night fishing for catfish. For Christmas, I got 3 of these right here, which y'all may have seen some of these in other videos. And so these strap on right there, and it pretty much lets the rod float, and then you'll be able to grab it out of the water or whatever if something like that does happen. This reel is a 7.3, y'all can see right there, which is a really great reel. And this is some 12-pound fluorocarbon, I'm pretty sure. So let's move on to the next one, y'all. Alright, so the last one I was telling y'all about, I lost the rod. It was a Favorite Absolute. And then I had a Shimano KS, this one right here, which is not this exact one because I went and rebought the combo after I lost it because I liked it so much. But it's a Shimano KS, which y'all can tell, I matched it up again. But now I got that Daiwa Fuego on there. Alright, so now this next one right here, which this one does not match at all. This was my old Topwater rod and reel before I got the Guggen Squad Muscle. And so the reel is quite beat up, but the rod is a Hank Parker, has the orange accents. This is a 610 medium fast, and I got some 55-pound braid on here. And then the reel is a Mark Rose edition, so I know that is pretty weird putting these two together. Y'all can see it's got some blue accents on it, which this reel is great. I loved it for using braid with it because I know some of the reels that I have, they don't work good with braid at all. It's this OG Black Max, and so it's a 7-foot medium heavy. And then the reel is the Black Max reel, and it's a 6:4 to 1 gear ratio. Y'all can see, which I actually have a few of these reels over here. I got 3 of them in total. Abu Garcia remade it, so they have like a second version of it, which I do not have that one. I don't really plan on getting that one. And so now, since we're talking about Abu Garcia, we actually have this. I have 2 of these Silver Maxes, y'all can see, which, I mean, these are great reels. Alright, so now the next one right here, we got a Berkeley Lightning rod, and it's a 6.6 medium heavy. Got it paired up with this Bass Pro Tournament Special reel, and then that's just some Berkeley 15-pound line, I'm pretty sure, on it. But I love this rod. You can see the cork on it. I love the cork rods. And there's one last look at that, y'all. So now let's move on to the next one. Alright, so this next one right here is a Bass Pro Tourney Special, which it actually goes with that last reel. And it's a 7-foot medium heavy. And then the reel we got on here is a Bass Pro Bionic, as y'all can see right there. It's got these cool little grips on it. And there's that rod right there, y'all. So now let's move on to the next one. Alright, so since we were going through the Bass Pro reels, I got this one right here, which is a Rick. I can't pronounce that last name right. And it's got some yellow line on it, which this one, it really doesn't work that great anymore. I don't know why. This is one of those ones I was telling you about that didn't work great with good braid. And so it really doesn't work good with any line. I don't know why. Maybe I need to grease it up or something. But as y'all can see, it really doesn't keep a spool good. Y'all can see. I don't know. So let's move on to the next one, y'all. Alright, so now some rods that I have just laying around. Here's a LSI Classic, which it goes with that Classic that was on the Guggen Gold rod. This is the rod for it, and it is a 6.6 medium. Alright, so now we have this 7-foot Shakespeare Ugly Stick, and it's a medium, and it has this cork rod right here, which I was using this with my Catfish reels for a little while, but now I got some Bass Pro rods for the Catfish reels. Alright, so now for some Catfish rods, we got some Pinnacles, which is a 7-foot heavy. And then I got a bunch of these Ambassadors, and here's a chrome one. I have a bunch of the red ones, and then I got a black one. And so these are made by Abu Garcia, if you didn't know. I'm pretty sure this is all 20-pound fluoro on here. And this reel is a 5 1-to-1, so that is a little bit slower. But so now I thought I might as well just go ahead and show y'all the rest of the catfishing reels I have. So here's a Black Ambassador Pro Rocket. And so we got it paired up with this Bass Pro Tourney Special, which is a 7.6, and it's one of those adjustable rods, which I've never seen one of these until I got this one. But it's one of the adjustable ones. You twist it and then adjust it out, so you can make it either 7-foot or 7.6, I'm pretty sure. We got those little reel grips on it. And so now let's move on to the other Ambassadors, y'all. Alright, so now for these red Ambassadors, y'all can see right here, which is the 5000s. I got 4 of these, which I used to have one rigged up. I don't know. I guess I unrigged it. But y'all can see right there. So that's going to be the end of this catfish stuff. Alright, so it's gonna be the end of this video. Before I do end it off, I want y'all to let me know down in the comments what your favorite combo was, rod and reel. So as y'all can see, mine was definitely the Pro TI with this Mojo Yak. And then also let me know down in the comments if you recommend any rods or reels for the future. Go ahead and hit that like button if you like this. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. I do plan on filming a lot this summer, fishing and stuff like that, so definitely stay tuned for that, y'all. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace, y'all.
Fishing with Aiden, where the fun never ends. From the lures to the cameras, he's got the trends. Hooking the big one.